What's up, nerds and nerdettes and wee little nerdlings all? To our buddy Big Johnny G, the Two Gun Pixie presents Legendary Gaming! And may all your games be legendary. So, welcome back everyone. Thank you so much for deciding to watch the video. Thank you for checking us out. Thank you for returning. Well, thank you for being a first timer. I'm your buddy Big Johnny G, and I am here to tell you about a game that I like. I'm not actually giving a review of the game per se. I am telling you about a game because you are my friends, and I want to tell my friends about good games. So what makes this game good? Why is this game good? And why do I think you should spend time playing it? That's what Tabletop Takeout Tuesday is about. So why don't we get right down to the table, and I'll tell you why you're going to like Shahrzad. Tabletop Takeout Tuesday is back with us again, my friends, and thank you for being back here with me, your buddy, Big Johnny G. So I have a game, in a sense you could say part of this game has been mentioned a while back. It hasn't come up recently, and there's actually a reason for that, because I got this and the main part of the game at the same time, and I love the main game. I loved it, and it got a nice little push. I wanted to wait. I wanted to sort of pad between these two drops, because it's an expansion, a play-alone expansion. That's what we're talking about, and that's for Crazier 8. So you guys caught up on Crazier 8? I've talked about it a few times. I've talked about the Avalon and Camelot game, and I've talked about the main version of this one. 1001 Nights is the main game, and this is a standalone expansion that's good for 2 or 3 people. I think it works best with 2, but it works okay with 3. It's not a problem. This is my preference. So this adds more of the same, which any good expansion will, but as any better expansion will do, this also brings something new. So if you're familiar with the way the Crazier 8 game works, the Camelot version or the 1001 Nights, you'll find a difference in this, primarily in their use of dual cards, which act as sort of a limited wild version. Unlike a wild, they can't act as anything, but they can act as either or. And that brings a new little bit of a strategy to the game, as well as some more of some of the most beautifully illustrated cards you're going to see in this business, hands down. When you talk about a game that you're playing because not only do you enjoy the mechanics and the gameplay, but you're also a fan of looking at it. You're a fan of the art, because that's a really big bonus. It's great when you love the way the game plays, but when you look forward to looking at a game, that brings it to a whole new level. And that's what the art in every single one of the Crazier 8 games that I have seen, that's what they do, that's what they deliver, and this is no different. So you have a bunch of same, right? You get a bunch of really cool cards that, much like a Crazy 8 game, you have your suits, you have your numbers, so you want to match them up. You have your wild card, your 8, plus there's other wild cards in there too. They have all the multi-colors on them in the corner. And now you have the dual cards. And each of these cards, besides being powerful enough in the sense with their suit and everything, as far as powerful enough they're able to be placed on and change the way the deck is going, but they also have abilities. Some of them are one-shot events, and other are assets that you get to keep until it tells you to get rid of it, or someone steals it from you or destroys it on you. And this completely shatters any sort of strategy you may employ playing a Crazy Eights or Uno style game, because now you have all these specific rule bending abilities, real game changing abilities. So it's going to just open the game up to something, an experience you haven't had while playing Crazy Eights or Unos. And once you even just see Crazier Eights being played out, either the Crazier Eights game itself, the Camelot version, or the 1001 Nights, you'll definitely see what I mean. We have a few videos up for them ourselves, and so do other people. So please go Google it and take a look and find and see for yourself, and you'll know what I'm talking about. And I think that the expansion for 1001 Nights, the standalone expansion that I'm talking about that plays 2 players, Shahrzad. I think I'm saying that right. I hope I'm saying that right. I've been very good at pronouncing that name. It's a really good, worthwhile expansion with the double cards on it, with the advancement of giving you more of the same that you're expecting and wanting. That combination is really great. So it's a small pack. It's easy to travel with. That's another bonus. You know, you could take this in your pocket, you could throw it down on the table, and because the game is so familiar, it's easy to teach the rules. This is a great gateway game. Any of the Crazier 8 games besides this, I mean, as well as this, not besides. Any of the Crazier 8 games, including this one, are great gateway games too. And you know, maybe you have a penchant to 1001 Arabian Nights kind of feel, or you have a flavor for Camelot, or keep an eye out for the next one that's going to be Kickstarter Olympus, maybe the Greek myths. There is a genre, a theme that you'll find that goes with the game that you're already familiar with. So definitely, Tabletop Takeout Tuesday. This is a worthy expansion, standalone. But I keep mentioning that because you don't necessarily need the core game or any of the previous games to play it. It is a standalone expansion that works great with the core system and everything else that's already been published. So if you're looking for a good, fast game that's easy to teach people that aren't gamers, then Crazier Eights, and maybe specifically Shahrzad, is the game you and your friends are looking for. Thank you so much for joining me for Tabletop Takeout Tuesday and hearing what I have to say about a game I think I really like and why you might like it as well. Thank you for checking us out on Facebook, on Instagram, and Twitter. So cool. Thank you. There's the Zazzle store, the official Two Gun Pixie Zazzle store. And everyone that's checked that out and see some of our merch, thank you so much. Thank you so much for buying some of our merch. Actually, currently right now, our #1 merch this month is our healing potion. So check that out. Maybe it's something you might like too. Comes in a couple of varieties. And thank you for subscribing to us here on Facebook. And speaking of subscribing, before I forget, I just want to, we got to get in the habit of doing this more often. Just want to remind everyone that our monthly subscriber giveaway game is still sitting here. Nobody's won it yet. So the first Friday in February is when we're going to be giving this away, raffling this off. So London by Osprey Games. This is a great game that plays 2 to 4 players. It's going to take you an hour and a half, maybe, about that. And it's also good for ages 14 and up. And it's about rebuilding London after the Great London Fire of 1666. So you can check out our video talking about the contest, and because it might be something you're going to be interested in, or you know someone that might be interested in it. Another board gamer, a collector of Osprey games, someone that's a fan of the history of Great Britain. Let's make it great for them. So just enter the contest. Thank you, everyone. Thank you for everything you do for us. Thank you so much for that. I'm your buddy, Big Johnny G. The Two Gun Pixie presents Legendary Gaming, and my friends, I am out of here.